I just wanted to show the world that if mental health could bring somebody as big as me and as strong as me and, you know, the stereotype heavyweight champion of the world to my knees, then it could bring anybody to the knees. And I thought to myself, if I can show the world that you can come back from it and to get back in shape and get back to the top, then anybody can do it. I've experienced the highest highs and the lowest lows in life. I knew something was wrong with me my whole life. Growing up as a child, I'd feel a loneliness even when I was with other people. I believe every achievement that I do in life, there's got to be an almost certainty lower low. So the bigger the achievements, the lower the lulls go. What does it all mean? What does being a world champion really mean? But what I was trying to say was, what does it all really mean when I'm not well on the inside? Exterior assets mean nothing if you can't control what's going on in the inside. And the thing about mental health is what's so special and different is that if a man's got a disease or a bad problem or he's handicapped or disabled, you can see it.
Yes.
But I can walk down the street, nobody can see in my mind. They don't know what I'm doing. I could be on the verge of suicide and you couldn't tell because you can't see in someone's mind. I was in a position of power. I had glory, fame, achievements, money, a family, all earthly assets that one could want. Money in the bank. But it meant nothing, so they couldn't understand why would this man feel like this. Everybody looking on the outside, oh, Tyson's got everything, he's done everything, he's done what he ever said he wanted to do, he's lived his dream, he's done everything. I was driving home one day and I had a very massive anxiety attack, one of the worstest feelings I've ever felt in my life. I felt I was dying, I was having a heart attack, I couldn't breathe properly, I felt like everybody was against me, I felt like all my friends had set me up, even my wife, I felt she was involved in it. It was unexplainable what I was feeling. I'd never ever experienced anything in my whole life, even though I'd had anxiety before. This was the king daddy of all anxiety attacks. I was so sure I was gonna die, but nothing mattered, I didn't care. All I wanted was atonement for my sins. I can't tell you in words how I felt, how down I was. When you lose control of your own mind, you're in a bad place. You know, I didn't even, like today, I look back on it and I know what I was going through. I was going through hell. I was being tortured by demons and devils on a daily basis. This is what I believe. I believe that God tested me. I know it affects so many people in so many different ways.
Sure.
And it's a silent killer. It's almost like carbon monoxide poisoning. You can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't feel it, but you die. So many people take their lives on a daily basis through mental health problems. And others look at them and say he was a weak person or she was a weak person. We're not weak, you just need help. And sometimes you don't know where to go and who to speak to for that help. The way I explain mental health is you bottle up and bottle up and bottle up and then it just explodes. You can't bottle anymore. And that's when you're having your bad times. And I was drinking every day, something I'd never done in my life. Because when I had a drink, it made the pain go away. Not pain as in physical pain, like punching me in the face pain, but pain as longing and repetitive thinking, the same stuff day in, day out, and it won't go away. And the more I'm trying to think, right, I want to be positive, negative, 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 negative. And everyone I was around was getting negative too because I was putting it on them. Because whatever is in the alcohol puts you in a bad state afterwards. Like I say, every good high, there's got to be a good low. And whatever you do in life like that, if you suffer with mental health, you'll know where I'm coming from. And I just spiraled out of control. I didn't care. I didn't want to live. I'd lost the passion to live. So nothing meant anything. A boxing career, well, that was the last thing on my mind. Battling my own self every day, drinking, abusing my body, eating rubbish, taking drugs. I'd go out early in the day and I won't come back till then. Well, I might go for 3 or 4 days. I ain't going out for a few beers and coming home. I was going out to try and kill myself with drink, to try and wash me sorrows away. But it come to a stage where, well, that's one way of doing it, but I'm going heavier and heavier. I was gaining 380, 390, 400 pounds, and I was very unhealthy. I didn't fit in anything I owned anymore. It wasn't me anymore. I had 2 bodies. I had to get all new clothes. I was walking around in like fat man clothes. I was a state, I was a mess. Turning point was, I went out Halloween dressed as a skeleton in a fancy dress party. I went out about 9 o'clock and I expected to stay out all night and get smashed. I had one drink. I looked around me and I thought, what am I doing? I'm back normal again now, yeah. I'm back like thinking straight. Still drinking, but I'm thinking sensible again. And I said to myself, you're telling me that you would rather be here with a load of kids half your age? Because I feel like the old person now when I go out. I'm 30, yeah. They're all 18. And I'm like the old guy in the disco bopping around. Is this what you really want when you've got a family at home and you're depriving your kids and your wife of quality time? Wow. Yeah, I've pushed everything I held dear away from me. I thought, is this it? You traded having all them achievements for what? And I knew I couldn't do it on my own. I just knew it. The next day come, I didn't have no motivation to do it. That's another thing that mental health will give you, zero motivation to do anything. Zero motivation to have a shave, zero to brush your teeth, even have a shower, nothing. I got back that night and my wife thought I was drunk. I went upstairs to my room and I got down on my knees and I was in a dark room on my own and I was praying to God to help me. I was begging, there was tears rolling down my face because I knew I couldn't do it alone. I said, please intervene here and show me the way, show me the light. I said, because I'm sick of living in darkness. I was down there praying at least 10 minutes. And I'm an emotional wreck. Me shirt's wet, I feel all my chest all wet. Crying my eyes out like a baby. And I got up off my knees and I felt a weight lifted off my shoulders. And I called out to my wife, I said, Paris, here. She said, what? I said, tomorrow. I said, I start to turn my life around. From that day, I got my tracksuit on in the morning and I was going to run 2 miles. I got about 200 yards and stopped. And I thought, right, I can't run. I've run all my life, I've always been a very good runner. And I got 200 yards and I was totally gone. I could feel my belly moving on it. It wasn't like a fat like jelly, it was like solid brick. It was a horrible feeling. I thought, okay, I'm going to walk the rest, and I walked. And every day I'd go out on the canal and I'd do a little run in my sweatsuit. And every day I'd get a little bit further until I was doing 4 and 5 mile again. So how I manage mine is I give myself goals. I need to train on a daily basis. If I don't train for 2 days, I feel totally depressed. Whether it's riding a bike, whether it's going for a walk, anything. You need to stimulate the mind. And I think training is a perfect way to do it. Working out, exercising. Whether you can do a lot or a little, you must do something. I give myself short-term goals and long-term goals. And I plan things more now. Where if I'm just not got anything on the horizon, I tend to wander and my mind goes AWOL. But when I've got something on planned and I've got things going and I want to do this, this and this, even if it doesn't have to be big things, it can be small, tiny goals what mean something to you as a person, as an individual, then that's what you need to do. That works for me, but what works for me might not work for the next person. But I'm very, very sure that working out and having a routine in your life is the answer for mental health problems. And what I intend to do is keep helping people on a regular basis, whoever I can. And I don't know where this path's going to lead, but one thing I do know is I'm going to follow it to the end. All those people out there who are suffering, I want you to know that every day for 2 years was very grey and dark for me. But it will come back great again. You will have sunshine days again.